Angel Wilson and Chelsea Gray left to right. Let's start over there in the far near right-hand corner.
Chelsea, you were playing out of your mind tonight. My question is, how? What were you doing that felt so great? You seemed to be getting every shot you wanted. Can you just talk about the feeling of that, especially during the fourth quarter when you kind of shut it down?
We had a lot of spacing. I think when we're able to knock down shots, that leaves a lot of room for us to operate, or for me at least to operate at the top of the key a little bit, or even going downhill. So we were able to do that. And when we're getting stops, like the momentum is we just feel a lot better. Things go in offensively for everybody. So I don't really know how. I'm going into my shots like I practice them. It's not anything different. Like everybody will tell you, like I'll point my feet to the sideline and shoot the ball, and just because I know sometimes those angles are going to have to be there, and I got to get it up. So I work on those things. The only thing I'm not happy with is that turnover at the end. Oh, it gave me a heart attack.
I'm pretty sure we can live with those.
Yeah. When she's rolling like that, I mean, what does that do to you? I'm sure there's got to be like, okay, my dog is going, then I'm going to go, and then we're going to get together on this and close out this series. Just talk about, when she's rolling and then how that gets the team going.
Yeah, I mean, when Chelsea's rocking and rolling, my biggest thing is just getting the hell out of her way. At the end of the day, you just got to get out of the way and let people rock. And I'm never going to get in between that. Well, when Chelsea's rocking and rolling, like I've always said, she's the head of our snake. So when she's going, best thing is how can I make her life easier? What can I do to help her get easier looks or just dictate the game? I've never ever seen someone, honestly, live do that and dictate the game and just stay composed in all moments. Like, she's built for this moment. This is what, like, when she says she's in practice working on these shots, yes, she is. It's familiar to all of us. It's not like no, it's like I know that ball's going in every single time. So when she's rocking and rolling, my biggest thing is how can I make it a little easier? How can I not get in her way and just let her have some fun?
What did this series, with it being such a bruiser, what did it do to kind of galvanize you and prepare you for the next round?
I'd say how to close out some games, how to close out moments, how to defend different actions with a small lineup, with a big lineup. Like we did a different lineup than we haven't really done all year. So it's like a shout out to the coaching staff for trusting in us, but like how to make an adjustment right there on the floor. So it just brought us closer. It made us hungry. It made us even hungrier. If that was like, I'm full right now, but I'm going to get starving in a minute for the next round. So it made us tighter as a group.
And before the game, Becky Hammon said that if you guys believed in yourself like she believed in you, then great things would happen. So what was your level of belief tonight?
Oh, all in 100%. And I think that's something that I found within myself after game one. You just got to dig deep. Dig deep. These are moments that you really have to dig deep and lean on one another. And before we go out there in our starting huddle, we're like, we got to believe in one another, trust one another. The game's not going to always go our way. This series has been up and down, emotional, left and right. But when you believe in each other and trust one another, nothing can kind of waver that. So we've been building on that trust acronym since training camp, and I'm glad that it's finally showing through.
Asia, when this core Storm team, won their championship in 2018 and 2020, they had to go through kind of established championship teams in Phoenix and Minnesota. Do you kind of feel like this playoff series might be like passing of the torch?
I don't necessarily think that it's a passing of the torch, but I think you got to beat the best in order to be the best. And I think we're in our groove to where we're playing some really good teams. I mean, really good teams. To keep it a stack, if they didn't have COVID in the beginning, it's a 4 seed. Like, that's not a 4 seed out there. So we have to give credit where it's due. They gave us everything that they had, and respectfully, they put us in a situation where we had to lean on each other. So I don't think it's necessarily passing a torch. I think it's just a moment in our journey that we're starting to learn that we can establish ourselves in this league as one of the best teams, and it doesn't come easy at all. No team in this league is easy. You don't let off on anyone. It could be anybody's night. So I think it's just our time in a situation where we're growing and we're building and we're trusting one another. So I don't know if it's passing of the torch, but I do think that this is something that the Aces have been wanting to build for a long time.
One more from the room before we go to the Zoom.
I think Becky used the term bittersweet to talk about the excitement of getting to the finals, but then Sue's last game. Is there any element of that emotion for the both of you?
For sure. And not just Sue, January as well. Like, she's had a great career. She's won a championship. She's a champion. She's had a legendary, they both have. Sue's obviously been here her whole career. Like, she's been here her whole career and has won. She's been through ups and downs, and she's won on every level. And that's something you have to respect. That's a legendary player right there. And I know it's going to be a little bit of emotional for both of them. I'm just glad I was able to compete against them.
Be a teammate too in the Olympics.
Yeah, like competing against you want to compete against the best, and I was able to do that.
Danny?
A'ja, you mentioned game one. I'm not sure if you did the math on this, but you sat for all but 4 minutes in this entire series.
Dang.
One, how are you feeling? Two, I guess, how much did you take on yourself after game one?
4 minutes?
4 minutes?
All but 4 minutes, yeah.
In the best shape of her life.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I feel great. Like, even in fourth quarters, I'm like, I'm good. But the biggest thing, and I've learned this from college with Coach Staley, is mind over matter. If it don't mind, it don't matter. So some of these things, I'm like, I don't have time to be tired. At the end of the day, my teammates need me. Whether it's just me being in the moment or shooting a shot, they need me. So I feel great. I sleep a lot. Honestly, I think that's the biggest thing. Like,
and miss out on text messages.
For sure. Like, I'm knocked out sleep, so I get my rest all the time. But what was your second question? Lord Jesus.
Let's go to Nick.
4 minutes, though?
4 minutes?
That's crazy.
How much did you take on yourself after
That's a
game
song.
one, knowing that you would come back after these next 3 games?
Oh, I was hot. I don't think y'all understand how I felt after that game. That was just terrible by me. It ate me up. Like, I didn't sleep at night. That's one time I didn't sleep. I didn't understand what was going on with me. And I think I figured that I just didn't believe in myself. My confidence went away, and I've never seen that in A'ja ever. And coming in, I really wanted to establish myself in this league, and I tried my best to do that every single game. After that game, I don't know, I felt like I disrespected myself by not putting myself first, putting my mental first. So after that game, when I took it very, very personal to understand and realize who I am, and my teammates rallied behind me and got me the basketball in my spots, and we started rocking and rolling.
A bucket.
Nick, and then we got 2 more.
Hey, ladies, congratulations to you both as well as the rest of the team. Both of you gave them that work in these basketball streets, especially since game one. How much will you enjoy this moment and prepare for the upcoming finals matchup? I know the job is far from done, and you guys are far from finished.
That's playoff basketball, men, women, whatever. That was a great series. That was a great basketball game. Each game, like, it kept you on your toes the entire time. Like, 2 bad possessions and it's other teams win. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how close. That's how, like, these mistakes or these baskets, it's the smallest detail in the playoffs. And so that was a heck of a series for the sport, for our league. So that was great. I had fun. It was fun. Obviously, it's not as fun when you're on the other end of that, but when you step back and realize, like, that was a great series and a great moment in basketball.
Michael Vogel, close us out.
Yeah, Chelsea, I know you've got another series, the biggest one of all, the finals, but when you made the decision to come to Vegas a couple years ago, it was probably for moments like this in the games you played. Can you just talk about making that decision or what it means for you to be in the finals now with this team?
Yeah, it was one of the hardest decisions that I had to make just because I was close to family. It was a comfortability being there. But Kobe always said, like, you got to relish to being in the comfortable situations. That's how you become a champion. That's how you become better. And so I just saw a vision when I talked with Asia when she would text me. And when you text me when I actually signed, bro.
Oh, okay,
yeah. We were
Just
talking about
kidding.
USA basketball other than that. I wanted to start somewhere new and fresh, but somewhere that was close to California. Bro, you're crazy. And then
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
I wanted to start fresh and start new, but also like Asia was a big part of why I came to the Aces. It was hands down. Like we had conversations. Like after I signed, I was like, "Listen, like this is what I can bring. How can I help you? How can you become better? How can we go to the next level to get over the hump? How can we go back to the finals? We didn't go last year, and that hurt. It stung. Oh, it stung. That was the hardest game. And so going back to why I signed is for these moments of like, all right, we got through the grind. I'm here for this. I'm here for that. Like having that trust factor in myself. To be able to make a change like that and to start fresh and new. It was difficult last year to really do that and make sure I stayed in tune of who I am as a player and a person. But you go through those things to be able to sit here and say that you're going to the finals now. And so it was a huge decision. I obviously it paid off.
6 hours till the bus, lady.
God damn. I mean,
That's crazy. Any private jets out there want to pick us up?
please. We'll be
Chelsea, that 30 and 10 number, the only other two people who've done it are Larry Bird and Chris Paul.
So,
Just so you know.
Hey, that's cool.